Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com. And I have some fun things for you tonight, and I'm so glad that you have joined me. So if you are here live, be sure to comment and say hello. Our Facebook community would love to say hello to you. And if you are watching the replay, if you can just put replay in the comments. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube, if you can give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, that would be fabulous, so that you can see all my, my new videos. If you're on my Facebook Live channel, you will see a lot of, on my Facebook Live channel, on my YouTube channel, you will see a lot of videos that I have done. And if you hop on there, you can see lots of ideas, lots of tutorials. And if you are here on Facebook, then you can catch my lives every week. So Thursday night is my time, and I think I'm in the right place. Yep. Okay. Let's see if anybody is going to jump on with me. Am I in the right place? Yes, I am in the right place. Go back here. Always takes a couple of minutes to kind of figure everything out. Oh, okay, Kathy's here. I'm so glad you're excited about next week. Kathy lives in Kansas. I live in Texas, and she is driving down for my weekend retreat. Second time she has come. So super excited about seeing her, and it's going to be good. Community is one of the things that we do here. With my Sweet Stamper Facebook page, we do it in my team, we do it within my my customers, but the best community is with my team, but we will get into that in a few minutes. So if you can't tell, I'm heading into the this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. So we are going to do Paper Pumpkin tonight. Now, I'm not going to show you the projects in here because, yeah, you can read the instructions and do those on your own. I'm going to give it just a couple of minutes. I know some people are trying to find me for the first time. We're going to give them a little chance to do that. I'm going to see if I can get my lighting adjusted a tiny bit. Let's see. Let's see if that gives me... Is that going to give me less glare? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I think that's a little bit better. Okay. So I hope you are having a good day. Everything is fall in my studio because we are well into fall now. We've had the first day of fall, which is always something I look forward to. Our temperatures here in San Antonio are beginning to go down a wee bit, and so that is always very welcome when you live in Texas. Okay, I think I still maybe have a bit of glare, but it's the best I can do. Okay, so this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit, Paper Pumpkin, so this is the September one, and we're still in September. So we are registering now for the October kit. But this is the one that would have just been delivered very recently to you if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Now, Paper Pumpkin, hey, Crystal, I'm so glad to see you. Paper Pumpkin is a phenomenal subscription kit. It comes to you every month. Now, when you subscribe, it's $27 plus tax. That includes everything in this kit, and it does also include your shipping. With your subscription, you can pause it at any time. You can unsubscribe at any time. So there's really no downside to it. Hey, Corinne, I'm glad you're here. You also, you can get, once you subscribe, you can get past kits. You can get refill kits. So like this here, you can get this refill kit, which would be everything in this little package here. Now, there is a nifty stamp set. Where did I put it? Here we go. The stamp set this month, you can see I've been digging into, is really, really good, and we're going to use this tonight. So what I do for my Paper Pumpkin subscribers is I offer them alternatives, but they're different. So if you look up Paper Pumpkin alternatives and you Google search that, there are a ton of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. Well, I say a ton, quite a few. A lot of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that do paper pumpkin alternatives, as they are known. And so what they are is they are alternative ways to use your kit. And most of them will use just the contents of the kit. Some of them will add a few things, but primarily they're showing you alternative ways to use what is in your kit. Now, the first paper pumpkin kit you get, you will receive a clear block like this. And that is meant to be used with all of your stamps. Now, and you can use this for all of them. I will say that as you move forward, you would be advised to purchase some of the clear blocks in different sizes in our online store. So this month's kit, they always coordinate with something else in our main catalog or our online exclusives. I love, love, love this whole Toile suite that is in our annual catalog, in our holiday mini catalog. Love, love, love it. I love it so much, I used it for my Candy's Card Club for September. I do have a couple of these left if you did not get in on this. So this is my personal subscription that you can also subscribe to. So, and then you would get a ton. Look at the coordination here. So you would have so much really fun opportunities with these products. Now, so what I do, I think I got off track here. Here are your instructions, which you get every month. And I mean, step by step, all the way through, super easy to use. There is also a, oh, this gives you the add-on. I think there's a video every month. Anyway, what I do for my subscribers is I take the stamp set, and that's what we're gonna do tonight, and I do alternate cards using the stamp set, because once you've used all these things up, you still have this awesome stamp set, and I want you to use it. So I have a group of demonstrators, and we each upload a project each month, and then my subscribers get that set of tutorials. So you can use other things that you may have in your stash, and the point of this is to give you ideas for continuing to use the stamp set. Okay, so let's make this month's. Now I wanted to use, based on the ink, you get a little Stampin' Spot each month. This month you get Cajun Craze, or yeah, September kit. I'm actually going to use my full pad, and because I'm using Cajun Craze, I wanted to look here, and I wanted to look here to see other colors that would look really good with what I'm doing. So I really wanted to go with Timid Tiger because it's one of our new in colors. And this is the card that I made last month for our Paper Pumpkin subscribers. And these were stamps from the August kit. And I used Cajun Craze and Timid Tiger. Really liked those together. So this very much has a feel of fall because of the colors. And I wanted to kind of tap into those colors again, but I wanted to use this stamp set. Okay, now, I know I've got some new ladies that are trying to find me, and I'm hoping that they're finding us. Dee Dee mentioned, she said she found the Facebook page, and she's like, how do I find the live feed? I said, well, you may have to refresh your screen, but we are here. So, okay, so I'm using the Toile Designer Series paper, and I really love this piece, and I'm gonna make a side pocket card. So I'm using Timid Tiger because I really, really like it with the Cajun Craze. Okay, so this is actually, let's see, this is 4 by 5, I think, yeah. This is 4 by 5, so it's going to fit nicely into my little pocket. And let's go ahead and, I think this is just a standard, well, this is a standard card base, and I think I chopped off 1.5 inches. Do I have a bone folder handy? Let's just see. No, of course not. Well, here we go. Okay, now, so you can see where I've chopped that off, and this is just a 3" by 5 1/4. And you see how the Cajun Craze, I love it, but it's a bit dark, and I wanted to kind of lift the color a little bit. So I really like it with Timid Tiger. Now, if you are newer to stamping, you get these or something like this. Yeah, this is the one in this month's kit. So you get dry adhesive. If you are newer to stamping, I do recommend that you get this. We oftentimes call this green glue. It is multi-purpose liquid glue, is the official name, but it's probably our easiest adhesive to use. Personally, I'm a big fan of Seal, but there is a bit of a learning curve. So fair warning. Now, I'm going to recommend that to make this little pocket, all we need to do is get a little bit of adhesive here and here, but I want to be able to slide my card in there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of these little mini glue dots, if I can find them. Holy cow, I had everything set, and then I started working on something else. You know how that goes. Well, you know what? We're just going to use these and we're going to roll them. So these, let's see if I can find them. Okay. So back to these little color collections, color coaches are supplied to us from Stampin' Up. Hey, Ty made it. Yay. Okay. And Simone is here. Okay, people are finding us. Okay, yay. Yeah, I don't see that other thing of adhesives. So these are supplied from Stampin' Up, and if you want this and you don't already have it, just let me know and I'll repost it here on my Facebook page. But it's just a printout, and then you cut them. I like to mount them on the color cardstock. It just helps me a little bit, but they're just a little white, I say it's white. You print it on white cardstock or paper, and then it gives you great ideas on how to use our colors with one another. I use these things all the time. Okay, but I digress. Well, this is the one I was going to use. So some months you get these really tiny glue dots with Paper Pumpkin, and some months you get these bigger ones. I wanted these little tiny ones, and I'll show you why. So I want to make this little pocket here, and I'm going to do that by lifting these little guys right here, and I'm going to put it right here. I only need this to stay shut. I'm not trying to do something major here. I just need to keep that little pocket closed. Now I am going to use my pick tool and just lift these that little self-adhesive, that little backing. I don't want that. Now I've got the little sticky mini glue dot right there, and it's really tiny. So what's great is when you get your Paper Pumpkin Kit, you're gonna have adhesives that will last for, you won't need anywhere near that many to do these projects. So now that is going to allow me to put my little card in here like so, but I'm gonna put a little panel in there as well, and that is going to be the little card that you can pull out. I think this is a super cute design. Okay, so this is a side pocket card. Okay, now let's do a little bit of stamping. We're gonna do a little bit of stamping on the side here, because that's gonna stick out from my from the little pocket. And there's 3 different leaves. They're actually quite similar to one another. And I can just do like this and figure out exactly how I want them positioned. They're a little bit sticky. And then I can, well, stay put. And then, okay, I'm going to take my block and I'm just going to smash it on there, and it's going to hold all 3 of these leaves. Again, I'm just going to use my full-size Cajun Craze versus the little one that comes in your kit. Paper Pumpkin is actually our highest selling item. And you can see why, because everything is in there to make a set of projects. It's affordable, it's easy to use. Yeah, there's a lot to love. Now, I want to keep this going, but I don't need that one because I'm going to run out of room. Now, pretty nifty, huh? Now, these little guys, before they get away from me, I'm going to go ahead and clean them and put them back because they're small. And I will end up doing something bad. I will end up misplacing them, or because they're so sticky, they'll end up sticking to something. And then I'll be hunting for my stamps and I will be angry with myself. So let's just save the stress. Hey, Dee Dee's here as well. Welcome, welcome, ladies. Okay. Now, a couple of things about Paper Pumpkin as well while we are working is that if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you join Stampin' Up, you join my team, your Paper Pumpkin becomes, you are your own Paper Pumpkin person. So that becomes part of your sales. This is a blender pen. These come in a set of 3 and they will last you for years and years. They have a little bit of glycerin on each tip. I always like to take a piece of scrap paper and just run it to make sure there's no ink coming through. And what it does is it blends out the ink that's here. And that's going to give me that nice, soft watercolor wash look. Super easy. And look at that nice color that it's giving me. Now, I could add other colors, but I'm just going to stick to my Cajun Craze. Quick, easy, classy. This I'm going to put on my piece of Cajun Craze like so. And once again, I'm just going to use my green glue. I don't need very much. And this is just going to provide a little bit of a frame. This is great for when you need to just write a little note and you want to have some pizzazz and some interest. So that is going like that. Now I can pop this in my little side here. Now that's looking pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with that. So that, to me, that's a great fall card. But of course I want something right here. And I could use one of these. I've got warm wishes. I've got thankful, thinking of you, but I really like this wishing you the happiest of days, because this could be just an everyday. This could be, I could put happy birthday on the inside. I could do a whole host of things. So I'm going to use Basic Beige. This is one of our newer neutrals, and it's just fabulous. You can see that it's really used here in the background. By the way, this is very vanilla. This is not white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my 2-inch circle punch. You could use other sizes, kind of whatever you happen to have on hand. And once again, I'm just sticking to my Cajun Craze ink, using my same block, inking that up. And then I'm going to press on my Basic Beige. And look how pretty. I love the font. It's very, very classy. Okay, now I am going to turn my punch upside down and line this up and get it where it is exactly in the center. There we go. Now, I have a beautiful circle to go right here. I can kind of figure out where I want to place it, but I'm going to add a little bit more pizzazz, and that is we're going to use a blending brush. And again, these come in sets of 3. This is actually the large ones, and it's just the one that I already had ready for browns and dark oranges, but I tend to really prefer the small ones. Hey, Joan from Washington State, welcome, welcome. We are so glad you are here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Cajun Craze ink, and I'm going to start over here on my scrap paper, and I'm just going to give a little bit of a soft edge to my basic beige circle, and that way it's just going to give a little bit of a frame and still keeping it really soft, because the this toile paper, most of the designs in this toile paper, I can't remember the name exactly, but this is very soft colors. Looks like watercolor on canvas. So now I can decide where I want to put this. And I'm thinking right in the middle, because then I get that whole cornfield or corn crop going there. That's kind of nice here. I like the acorns there, so I definitely want to show those. Now I'm going to do one more little something here. And I'm going to take some of this irregular weave trim. Now, if you got my my kit for my September Candies Card Club kit, you got a roll of this. This is really interesting. It feels like paper. I think it is, but you can actually tie it, and it's quite strong, and it kind of looks almost like spider webbish. It's really interesting to work with. See that? What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to color it. It's kind of a crumb cake color, like craft paper. But I am going to take it, and I'm just going to press it right into my Cajun Craze ink pad. And I'm just going to press it in both sides, and you can see the color that's coming up on here. And what's great about doing it with your blending brush is it doesn't get all over your hands, at least not as much as it could otherwise, because this has a very open weave on it. Now, let me just show you. Here is, well, do I have any white left on here? No. Let me just put it here. Okay, so here is with the color, and here's without the color. If I lay it down here, you can probably see it pretty well. So you see how that's given me some dark color to it. And I was just kind of wanting to add that here so that when I put this down, I can have just that little bit of extra. But I might just have it go this direction so that it kind of heads over here, and then you can see it better. So I think I'm going to like that better. And all I'm going to do now, here's where I really love my seal. So can I find it? So this is Seal Plus, and our seal is our dry adhesive. It's a tape runner, and I am going to pop that there and just press that in. Okay, and I can lift and I can reposition so that I'm getting it right where I want it, and I don't have to wait for it to dry, which is one of the reasons I love it, because I'm a little bit impatient. Okay, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So now, well, maybe I want it on the other side. Y'all tell me what you think. I think I'm going to go on the other side, because I think it's going to end up kind of covering. Oh yeah, that looks nice. You can see it, but it's not covering up my my little. my little leaves. And you see this, because this slides out, I don't have to worry about opening this and seeing the other side of my circle. Now I'm going to put a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals on the back here. Give it a little bit of lift. And then, last but not least, oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Now, I can trim these down just a wee bit if I want to, but I think they're okay. This one goes a little bit farther. Now, in my card club, I used the streaked dots, these really dark espresso ones, and they are pretty, and I like them a lot. But I thought, well, we also have these that go with the other fall suite that we have. Now, these go with the Sweet Dee Dee that you and Ty really like. And these are Cajun Craze and Gold. So they're actually softer. And let's just see. I think what we might, this is a little bit crooked. I'm actually sitting, and I usually like to stand when I'm doing this, because then you're over your project. If you're sitting, you're at an angle, and sometimes things will be a bit wonky. Okay, so I think I'm going to take one here, and then I'm going to take this medium one and I'm going to put it maybe here, and then a small one, and I'm going to add it right down here. There we go, so that all of our attention kind of is centered right there. Wishing you the happiest of days. And I have just enough room to write my little message right here, and then tuck it in, and that is my side pocket fold card. That's my paper pumpkin alternative for this month. So like I said, I have a group of, well, there's about 7 of us, and well, there are 7 of us. Sometimes you have 5, sometimes you have 7 each month for your alternatives. This is the one I offered last month, and we will be doing this at Saturday Card Class this week. And this one is what I call an offset gatefold. So a gatefold, strictly speaking, would be down the center. This one is a little offset. And it just kind of happened that this time, both of mine ended up being fun fold cards. But I hope that you are inspired, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, to use your stamps. I mean, it's a pretty incredible deal, Paper Pumpkin. For $27, you get a stamp set every month. Plus, and this is what the images are, so you can put this in with this and tuck it away, so that you know that once all of your consumables for this set have been used up, then you can still use the stamp set and dig into some of your cardstock and other supplies. Now, I will say the refills are available for this. I think they're $13.50, which again is an incredible deal, because you're going to get, let's see, 3 each of these. So this one makes 9 cards. You get 9 envelopes, 9 card bases, and then, you know, you get the leaves and the circles. Oh, does this make 12? I think this makes 12. Yeah, it looks like there's another, boy. So you get everything in here, but you don't get the stamp set. So it looks like there were no more available. Usually once Paper Pumpkin ships, any extra kits they have, full kits, they will, they will be available in the online store. This month, all we have is the refills. So that is a wrap for tonight. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. I will say, and I'll be talking about this more here on Facebook. I'll probably be doing like an extra Facebook Live. We have a phenomenal starter kit special that begins on October the 1st. And you are going to want to jump into that and become part of my stamping community. I'm very proud of my community. We have an amazing group of ladies, and I've had a few gentlemen in the past, don't have any current gentlemen in our team right now, but we are a very fun, very creative group, a very caring group. And my team is big enough to give you a lot of perks, but small enough to where you can be known if you want to be. So we have lots of perks like challenges with drawings and creative opportunities. Crystal is here, and she is my creative challenge coordinator. And so the challenges we give you basically like something to spark your creativity, and then people share their projects throughout the month, and then we do a drawing. And it's not a contest; it's purely to inspire your creativity. And we have team meetings on Zoom, so you can join us from anywhere in the U.S. and lots of other goodies. So I will be talking about that more. It begins October the 1st. Again, this is using the August Paper Pumpkin Kit. This is the September Paper Pumpkin Kit. The October one is Christmas cards. So obviously we are making fall cards still, but we are definitely leaning into Christmas. Again, if you missed Candy's Card Club for September, I do have a couple of extra packets, and they are, if you just go to sweetstamper.com, you'll see all the details. So this is definitely more for your avid card makers, and Paper Pumpkin is great for beginning as well as avid card makers. It is a phenomenal value, phenomenal kit. You'll want to become a subscriber if you are not already. And that is it for tonight. Please let me know if you have any questions. Take care, and God bless.